So it was back in 2000, which I'm fully aware none of you were born then. So that's that is what it is. There was a long time when I was young, when I was your guys' age and before, the Sacramento Kings moved to Sacramento in 2000. Sorry, in 1990. What was it? 1985. 1985 was their first year. So they had an announcer, a public address announcer, the guy who screams the names. That's what I do. They had one for many, many years when I was growing up. His name was Fred Anderson. He sadly passed away in 1998. They filled in for his role for a couple of years. And then in the year 2000, they opened up a contest for anyone in the community that wanted to try out who thought they could be the announcer for the Sacramento Kings. I was, before that, doing some announcing at my dad's high school. At my high school, I had finished college and I was back doing some announcing there. I was announcing some junior college sports, a little bit at Sac State. So I was doing a little bit of announcing when I was at Davis. I worked on the radio. I worked on campus radio. So I had a little bit of experience, but not really a whole lot. So they have this contest. They send us all to this restaurant that was over by Cal Expo. It doesn't even exist anymore. And they put us in there. There were 160 or so people like me that tried out and thought that they could be the announcer for the Kings. We all tried out. They basically projected up a game on the wall. They gave us a microphone in a packed restaurant and had us announce the game the way that we would announce, like, you know, in an arena. So I'm like, oh, I got this. Like, I'm going to do fine. This is good. So I do my thing. I get a call back the next day. Hey, you advance to the next round. So they take it from 160 people down to 80, round two. And then I made it down to the next round. And then I made it down to the next round. Finally, I'm in the final four and I'm stoked. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Like, this is my childhood team. I've loved the Kings since I was 12. Like, this is it. I'm going to be able to do this job. They bring us each in, all four of us. They had us each announce a half of a preseason game in the year 2000. So I announced the first half of the Seattle Supersonics game versus the Kings. Now, the Seattle Supersonics don't even exist anymore, okay? So that's how long this was, how long ago this was. So I did my thing. I did the big, and, you know, I yell out players' names. I did my thing, thought I did great, put the mic down, watched the rest of that game, waited for my call a couple days later. I'm stoked. I did it. I know I did so good. I've got this job. Call me up, guy named Seth Bardicke, who I'm still friends with today. Hey, Scott, just want to thank you for your time, dude. You were so good. You really opened everybody's eyes to how that could sound, how an announcer could sound. You didn't get the job. I was like, wait, what? Say it, come again? He's like, no, sorry, you didn't get the job. We're going with another guy. His name's Ira Smith. He was one of the finalists. He's a little bit older. He's got a different kind of sound, a much deeper voice than you. He doesn't yell like you do. I don't know if that was the issue, but you didn't get it. So thanks. And I was like, what? Like, I thought for sure, like, I thought this was my gig. I was so bummed. But one thing I didn't do, and this was my lesson. I was so happy. I wanted to go crazy. I wanted to yell at someone. I wanted to write a letter. I wanted to tweet, except Twitter wasn't even invented. Like, I wanted to go insane, but I didn't. I kept my cool. I took a breath and I said, you know what? Okay, maybe it wasn't my time. I called them back and said, no problem, totally understand. And look, if you have anything ever that you need help with, anything at all, you get in touch with me. I'll be the first to come and help you out, whatever it is. So over the next 2 years, they actually called back every once in a while. I would help them. I would announce a halftime fashion show at a Kings game. I would do something outside when they would activate the outer area. I would stay just enough connected so that they kind of just remembered my name and thought that I was a nice and somewhat talented guy. And then the year 2002, it was summer. They called me up. Hey, Scott, hey, we're just getting a new sound system into the arena, into the old Arco Arena. We want to hear what it sounds like with an announcer through those speakers. Would you mind coming down? I don't know why I'm doing the phone like this. No one does this. I should just use the actual phone. So would you come down and would you just yell into the speakers so that we could hear what it sounds like with an announcer? And I'm like, Of course I will. No problem. So I run on down to the arena. They give me a microphone. All the new the speakers were up. I literally just walk around the arena and I'm like yelling people's names, like random people that I know. The staff are starting to come in just so they could hear the difference. The ownership's coming in, and I'm like yelling, Liz Rhodes. I'm like yelling people's random names randomly, and they were like, I was like 20 minutes, and they're like, okay, thanks, appreciate it, and I was like, oh, okay, all right, great. Here's your microphone back, and I'll move on. So I got a call later that night, about 6:30 p.m. from Seth, the same guy, and he says, hey, uh, just want to let you know that was an informal tryout. We were reminding everybody how good you are at doing this. We want to offer you the job to be the announcer starting this season, 2002. Do you want it? And I was like, let me think. Yes, yes, I want it. Of course I want it. So that's the beginning of the story. That's how I got it. Obviously, took me 2 years to ultimately get there and do it, but I've been doing it ever since. It's super cool. I've met some of my favorite people on earth within that job. I sit down there courtside. I sit right next to the action. It's been, yes, as Jeff says, it's the best seat in the house. Announcing players' names, I take it very seriously. I try to get everybody's name right. That's why I will not say Tofinelli's first name, because I'm afraid to say it. But I will say the last name, which is Tofinelli, which I'm really excited that I got correct. But that's how I started, and yeah.